Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And today I will continue, as per my regular schedule, my Shadowdark campaign featuring Nash Duncan, Smuggler and Pilot for Hire, and Eldrithian Shadow Huntress, Rhya. And last session we ended in the inside of this sewer storehouse that belongs to a pirate group called the, I think, Shadowrats. Yes, the Shadowrats, because one of them, a pirate captain named Captain Gant, he stole a data core from an Eldrithian ship, and this is what we are trying to retrieve. And I'm using the solo gaming rules from Scarlet Heroes for Urban Adventures to structure my quest or search for this missing data core. So we are still inside this storage room, this vault, if you will. Rhya, she cut open the door with her shadow blade, which is like an Eldrithian lightsaber. But sadly, we didn't find the data core. However, we did find some money, 4,000 credits to be precise. And we are a little bit wounded because we had to fight some sewer creatures. And Nash Duncan, he used a med pack. Let me check. He's got one med pack left. Yeah, and Rhya also. And Rhya sadly again rolled a critical failure while trying to use the force, so she can't use any more force powers until we complete a rest. And it is 8:30 p.m. in the early evening, basically, as we pick up our session. And our contact, or my contact, he also provided us with a picture of this pirate Captain Gant. And we also know where he used to hang out. And that is the Idiot's Array Casino. And we are, where is the star map here? We are in the Keldor sector in the Calcareous system, which is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. This is where all this takes place. So Rhya goes, well, this running around and chasing clues is not an effective method. Now that we know how this Captain Gant looks like, we need to track him down, go directly to the source. Yeah, you might be right, but how do you suppose or suggest we do that? Well, simple. We know where he used to hang out, this Idiot's Array Casino. We just stake out this location, and when we see him arriving or leaving, we just grab him. That sounds pretty straightforward and simple, but I doubt it'll be that easy. He'll probably have some goons with him, some bodyguards, some lackeys. He won't be alone. I don't care. I think I'm able to deal with this street scum. Yeah, you are pretty capable. I've already seen that with my own eyes. But still, maybe it doesn't help to pay this casino another visit now that we know how he looks like, and maybe an opportunity presents itself. Yeah, we have wasted enough time already. We should go immediately. Yeah, but what about our wounds? let's see, so Nash is at 6 HP out of 8, and Rhya is at 5 out of 6, so she's actually not wounded, she just suffered a little backlash from her force mishap. Well, I'm not injured. And if I recall, you injected yourself with a med pack. So how are you holding up? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I think the med pack neutralized this poison or acid or whatever it was. I feel much better. I think I can handle it. Well, then let's go. Let's leave these sewers and get to the casino. All right, so we are not going to waste any more time, and we head for the nearest sewer exit that we can find, because we don't want to risk any more encounters with sewer denizens. However, I still will roll, but this time it'll be only a 1 in 10. So I'm going to roll a d10, and if I roll a 1, we encounter something else on our way out of the sewers. Ooh, that was close. I rolled a 2. Yeah, but it's not 1 and 2, it's 1 only, so we make it out of the sewers without any further incidents. And then we head back to our airspeeder. So if you remember, if you have followed this season, we acquired or requisitioned an airspeeder from one of the thugs that we encountered in the abandoned warehouse. And even though it does not fit into my starship, as long as I'm on this planet, we can use this airspeeder, which is which I park in the docking bay where my ship is also docked, because this docking bay, there it is. This docking bay is large enough. So this is this little sleek airspeeder that we acquired from the thugs, and so we head back. I don't really remember if we parked it nearby. It doesn't really matter, so wherever it is parked, we head to our airspeeder, either docking bay or some place nearby where it's parked, and we lift off, and as you can see, we head back into the neon lit entertainment district of this town, which is Calcareous Prime, the capital city of the planet, with 3 million inhabitants, and it's just a large but one-layered town featuring skyscrapers, large city blocks, etc. And this is where we're at. So we fly over there to the casino, and we are landing our speeder at this parking pad or parking lot that we have been before when we ventured into the casino for the first time. And then we just get out and head towards the casino. And I go like, well, what do you say? You stake up this casino here from the outside, and I enter and take a quick stroll through the gaming tables to see if maybe Captain Gant is maybe already in there or not. Yeah, we could do that. So Rhya, she hides in the shadows in the alleyway where the casino is at, and I just enter the casino, and I think we've already established last time that there's no weapons check, but they are armed bouncers. So this is still the case, so I can just carry my weapons with me, and I enter the casino. Right, so the casino floor was, that one was the casino. All right, so I'm entering this also neon lit casino, and I take a stroll through the gaming tables, and I do have some money which is burning a hole into my pocket, and I am also from my background a gambler, so I might do some gambling, but business first. Let's see if Captain Gant is there gambling, and I am using my improvised percentile oracle, and I think, all right, it's a straight 50-50. It's a 50-50. $71. No, he is not. All right. So he's not there, at least I can't see him. And I already know that there are like these VIP booths where he usually sits. We, I think, have established that, but it's empty. But then again, it's also still early. It's like around 8:30 p.m. So maybe we're a little bit early. So I get my comlink out and contact Rhya. And I speak very, very softly and silent. Well, Rhya, it's all clear in here. I've taken a stroll through the gaming tables, and he's not here. But I'll stay a while and hit some gambling tables and keep an eye out. So how is it on your end? Well, the usual pedestrian traffic, but so far nothing out of the ordinary. Don't waste all your money on this gambling. Well, you know, if you're in a casino, you gotta gamble. Keep up the appearance. We don't want to arouse any suspicion now, do we? No, we don't want to do that. All right, so yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of gambling with my new Gant credits. I got 6,100 credits, and I'm feeling lucky. So I'm heading towards like a gaming table where it's just pure luck, so not much strategy and bluffing involved, like roulette, where you just go like red or black, like 50-50 odds. Not quite, because of the zero, but then your money is not gone. So yeah, and I will just how much money to put down? 2,000 credits. So I'm putting down 2,000 credits, and this will be a pure luck game. So I'm rolling d20. 11 plus, I win. 10 is like the zero where the money is kept, and I gotta gamble again. And oh no, wait. It's like I need a 12 plus to win. 11 is the zero basically, and 1 to 10 I lose. All right, let's jot this down real quick. So 12 plus is a win, and 11 is zero in roulette. So and I put down 2,000, and if I win my wager. All right, so I'm watching the ball spinning. 2,000 on the table. It's a 14. Yes. I win. So plus 2,000 credits. I'm at 8,100. Damn. Lucky me. Alright, so that was a successful first round. Let's see, after this round of gambling, let's say like 30 minutes have passed. Let's see if Captain Gant arrives. I'll give it this time the 60% chance. Does Captain Gant arrive? 60% chance. 58. Oh yes, he does. So while I'm at the gambling table, my comlink beeps. Beep, 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 beep. I answer, it's Rhya. I think I spotted him. He is about to enter the casino, and he's accompanied by two persons, two beings. One Trandoshan. He looks pretty tough and pretty aggressive, and he carries a large vibroblade, like a sonic thermal blade. That is this Trandoshan right here, so he's accompanying him. And the excuse me, and the other one is a Rhodian. Looks like a blaster for hire, a gunslinger of sorts. And Captain Gant himself will be represented by this miniature, just in case I need it. So, yeah, so keep your eyes open. All right, so I'm keeping my eyes open on the entrance area, on the door, and sure enough, it is Captain Gant. And remember, I got a picture which is a little bit cliche, but that's all right. So he's a pirate captain, and he is wearing an eye patch and a white, no, not a bright brim, sorry, a bandana, and he's got an artificial eye. So this is Captain Gant. So from the miniature, the hair kind of fits, but it doesn't have a beard, but that's all right. So, so that is him, and he's accompanied by two, probably bodyguards, or I don't know, his first mate and quartermaster or whatever. Like, so he's not alone. And sure enough, he approaches this VIP gaming area and sits down, and his two goons, they don't enter this VIP gaming area. They sort of assume positions to basically, keep an eye on the surroundings and keep people from entering this VIP area that are not supposed to be there or not scheduled to be there or whatever. All right, so I contact Rhya again. Yeah, so this Captain Gant, it's him, all right. And he just took his usual seat in the VIP gaming area. And these two goons he's got with him, they do appear to be bodyguards. They're guarding or keeping the surrounding area in view. So how do we proceed? Well, we proceed as planned. So when he leaves the casino, we'll try to snatch him. We dispatch his bodyguards and we just grab him. You make it sound so easy, I go. And she goes, it will be easy. They're no match for me. All right. So you probably are gifted with the gift of foresight, it seems. I just have confidence in my abilities. I was trained by the best. She just goes, all right then. Then let's hope you're not mistaken. All right. So now I'm going to put this into like this structure here and I say that this will be the following scene now will be an action scene that we initiate using our last metagaming clue. And it will be action scene number 4, which is face the foe's best warrior or the foe himself. And this is what we will try to do and accomplish. So yeah, we wait, and so he gambles for a while, and let's see if he is winning or losing, because if he's winning, he might be like in a good and cheerful mood and maybe not as observant as if he would be losing. So 50-50, so 50% he's winning. Oh, 59, so he is actually not winning, he is losing. So the evening does not go as he would like and as he expects, so he's kind of pissed. So he does not gamble long, maybe like 2 hours. So let's say it's like 2,300 hours now, as he is pissed because he lost and he is about to leave after losing. So Captain Gant leaves after losing. I put this in my journal. So and his bodyguards, they immediately see that he's not in a good mood and pissed, so they exchange glances, and yeah, they probably know how he is if he's not in a good mood. So they're leaving. All right, so there it goes, he's leaving. Did you see where he came from when he entered? So yeah, that's a good question. So 50-50, he came from the parking lot where our speeders also parked. Oh, 17. Yeah, he came from the parking lot where our speeders also parked. It seems to be like the central large parking hub for this block of the entertainment district. All right, so why don't we set up an ambush then? I'll exit after them, and we basically box them in on the way to the parking lot in the alleyway. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so yeah, so we leave. Let's pull up the alleyway here. And prepare an ambush. Where are my neon lit alleyways? Just 1 second here. Don't I have? I thought I had an alleyway picture, and I think I did. But again, oh yeah, there it is. This is it. All right, so this is like these. Let me see. Yeah. This is like this neon lit narrow alleyway in the entertainment district, and this is where there's like a turbo lift up to the casino, and yeah, and they leave, and we set up an ambush. So this will be the foe's best warrior or the foe himself. So it'll be basically a mixture of both. And let's see Rhya if she is able to hide herself. So she's making a dexterity check to hide, but because she's a shadow huntress and trained in these sort of things, I'll grant her advantage. And let's say it is a DC 12. So I'm not going to make a comparative roll. It's just a DC 12 with advantage. Oh, look at this, 20 and 17. So yeah, so she just blends into her surroundings, does not move. So she is like the perfect predator. And yeah, I'm behind, and we are in a section of the alley where there are no side alleys branching out for a couple of meters, and this is where we spring our trap or ambush. So Rhya, let's make it cinematic. Rhya, she suddenly appears out of the shadows, force blade ignited, and before the Rhodian can even react, he's already cut down. So that was just a cinematic kill, because little OOC info here. Of course, I thought about the next scene off camera, and it'll be like a fight against a single elite enemy, basically, and I figured it would be cinematic. That would be the Trandoshan mercenary, and as Captain Gant, he of course tries to get away. So yeah, so this was like the initial attack. The Rhodian, he's cut down, so we will have the initiative. Initiative order will be Rhya, and then it'll alternate. Then it will be the Trandoshan, and then it'll be Nash, and then it'll be Gant. This will be the order of battle, the initiative order. All right, let's set the scene here real quick. Get this out of the way. And get my trusty marker out. So this is just basically an alley. It's nothing fancy. And let's say there's some difficult terrain here and here because of garbage, and there's some low objects here that provide cover, which are also like garbage cans or power coupling stations or whatever. So and Rhya, she just appeared out of the shadows here, cut down the Rhodian. And this is Gant, and here is me. I followed them. Let me check the camera real quick. I think, yeah, I can't see a damn thing. Yeah, because of this. I think it's good. All right, so that was. All right, so I say the first round, Rhya acted already and cut down the Rhodian. So now it's the Trandoshan's turn, and then it's my turn, and then Captain Gant. So this Trandoshan, yeah, he is a tough enemy, an elite mercenary. So he, oh no, sorry, wrong sound effect. So he just gets out his sonic thermal sword, a vibroblade, which vibrates at a supersonic frequency, and the cutting edge is superheated to a white glow. So also very nasty weapon. And he strikes, so he moves into melee distance and tries to strike at Rhya, and he would deal 1d8 plus 1 points of damage on a hit, which is a lot. But as a reminder, I'm using the Blackstream Solo Heroes damage conversion rules for incoming damage at least. So outgoing damage will be just normal. So he swings at Rhya. but he misses with a 2. Rhya easily sidesteps and jumps onto this little box here. And then it is my turn. So while she's engaged with this Trandoshan, I'm shooting at the Captain Gant. Alright, let's get some stats out for him real quick too. So he has that many hit points. And these are his stats. Alright, so I shoot at him. And I set my blaster to stun because we want to interrogate him. And as you know, I'm not the best shot. Look! Self-fulfilling prophecy. So 1 means I run out of energy. My energy cell is empty. Thank God I still got one. So I get my gun out. Cluck. Damn, gotta change the energy cell. The Captain Gant. So he just draws his gun and fires off a quick shot. He also has a DL-44 heavy blaster, shoots at me. But he also misses, thankfully. He only rolls a 4. My AC is 15. But then he starts to bolt, so he wants to escape because I don't know, he has seen how quickly one of his bodyguards was cut down, and so he wants them to deal with it, and he bolts and heads off into this direction. So, and Rhya again attacking the Trandoshan with her Force Blade. Alright. Force Blade. She takes +3. Oh yeah, 14 plus 3, that is 17 and 9 points of damage. So she gets a good hit in. So 9 points. So he is at 15. Alright, so she wounds the Trandoshan, and just for cinematic purposes, just to move minis around a little, she sidesteps over to here or jumps up from with a somersault, zack. And now the Trandoshan, he roars in pain and wants to retaliate. But he misses. 8 plus 5, that is a 13, and Rhya, she's got 16 AC, so lucky me. So he misses. Now Nash. Alright, so I run up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and shoot again at the captain with, oh no, oh damn, I run up, and while I'm running up, I'm using my action to slap in a new energy cell, just like changing the magazine, so I can't actually attack this round. And Gant, while he is bolting, he just turns around a little and just fires off a quick, almost unaimed shot. And of course it misses. 5 plus 6, that's not enough. So blaster bolts are lighting up the alley as Rhya again moves and attacks with her Force Blade. Oh, 18 and maximum damage, 10 points of damage. So she is just cutting this guy down. So that, I think that he's at 5 HP, and I think this hit justifies a cut off or severed limb. So she cuts off his non-weapon wielding arm. but that's the good thing about force blades or lightsabers. The wound is immediately cauterized, so he just does not bleed out. But he shrieks in pain, and there's like a cut of a severed limb on the floor. And yeah, now it's his turn. And in one final desperate attempt, he attacks her. He's a Trandoshan, so he does not get disadvantage because he can bear the pain. And that is a hit. That is a 16, which is a hit for 5 points of damage, which is converted to only 1 by my solo hero rules. So lucky, Rhya is at 4 HP. So he just nicks her armor. And now Nash. I got my energy cell changed, so I try to shoot once again at the captain. And of course I miss. I really need to do something about my shooting skills. And now Gant, he just takes a double move and escapes towards the parking lot. And now it's Rhya's turn. And she just yells at me, "Stun the Trandoshan!" And yeah, she also attacks, but not with her force blade, because she does not want to kill him, because we need to interrogate him. So she just makes an unarmed attack, which she does not get disadvantage because of her training and background as a monk, but she only deals 1d2 points of damage if she hits. And yeah, so let's see. 1d2 points of damage, an unarmed strike. (11 plus 3), that is a miss. So she tries to, it would have been a good hit though, she tries to kick him in the kneecap, but he basically dodges. And it's his turn now. Again, he is furious. He is determined to fight to the death. So he attacks Rhya again. And ooh, he hits for 9 points, because he gets +1 and 9 points of damage. That is 2 points by my conversion rules. So Rhya, actually, she is injured. She's down to 2 hit points. Yeah. And now it is my turn again. Oh, do I have luck? Did I use luck? I don't know, because it would be cool. I got scoundrel. I think I did not, or did I use luck? Damn, I forgot to write this down. All right, so compromise. Usually I have 2 luck tokens. I say I got 1 luck token left because I don't remember, and because now I don't want to look like a fool all the time, especially not in front of Rhya. So I'm trying to stun the Trandoshan, and if I should miss, I will use my luck token. That doesn't count because it's got to be in here. 14 plus 0, that is a miss because he has got 15. Damn. All right, so you know what? This is a little bit yeah. What the hell, come on. Reroll. So I do hit him, but the stun bolt, he has no effect because he's such a beefy Trandoshan. So I can at least basically keep up the appearance that I hit him. And he again attacks Rhya, which is actually her expression has changed a little from overconfident to concentrated now because she's at 2 hit points. Oh no, 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 look at this. It's a critical hit. It is a critical hit. Also for 9 points, which is 2, which brings her to 0. So I don't really need to re-roll damage because there's no negative damage in Shadowdark. So she just goes to... Damn. She goes to 0 hit points. And now I gotta use the dying rules. But, okay. So... Damn. So she is struck down, however, by... so he basically thrusts his blade into her belly, but not directly through, more through the side, and gets it out, and she turns white and actually goes down. All right, so... and that was... and now it's my turn. Come on, so please, Nash, please now do something useful for once. So I attack. Oh, come on! 3, damn it! Even if I had a good bonus. So, pew, again I miss. And now, Gant, he is gone. So Gant is gone. Now it's Rhya's turn. So now I need to determine her death count basically, so I can cross out Gant, her death counter. Let me get this rule book here out real quick. I think it's on page 50. So this is normal standard Shadowdark rules. Yeah, death. Alright, a character who goes to 0 HP, falls unconscious and is dying. Alright, death timer. A dying character rolls 1d4 plus con modifier, which is 0 minimum, 1 total on their turn. They die in that many rounds unless healed or stabilized. Okay. So, Rhya, death timer. Ah, come on. 1d4. Her con is 0. Ah, 3. Lucky. Lucky me. Alright, so that is Rhya. So, but this is, I think, also the first round. So she gets to roll a d20. If she rolls a 20, she raises with 1 HP. Otherwise, I reduce this counter. Yeah, on each of the character's subsequent turns. Subsequent. But the death timer would have... So it's her first... So she died. She got struck down during his turn, so now it's her first subsequent turn, so 2, and I get to roll a d20. And I do not rise on my own. That was Rhya. Now the Trandoshan. Now he... But yeah, he turns to face me, because even though he only has 1 arm left, he feels confident. He's a Trandoshan. And yeah. So now, because I've seen that I hit him, but to no effect, I immediately switch back to kill in the hopes that I will make it. But it's his turn first, so he comes at me now. So that was a 12 before, so that was a 12, but that's also a hit for 5 points, which is translated to 1. So I am at 5 hit points. Alright, so it's Nash now. Damn, so so what I do is, thank God there are no attacks of opportunity in this game. First I move a little, so that I get close to Rhya, and then I shoot. Come on, at the Trandoshan. Set to kill this time. Now please, for once, give me a good roll. Please. Yes! Ha ha ha! 16! finally, he's got 15 AC, and I also get +1 damage bonus. So that is 6 points. This is not reduced or anything. It's just for incoming damage. So he's at 5 hit points. I hit him for 6, so he is down. So that was very, very close. So I move over, hit him square in the chest now with a real blaster bolt from a DL44 heavy blaster. He goes down. All right, now it would be Rhya, so this goes to 1. She rolls, but that's all right because I will immediately now stabilize her with a med pack. No, she does not rise. And now, before she finally passes away, so that was a really close call, I get one of my med packs out. Luckily, I still have one, and inject it to her, which immediately closes the wound, and the healing Bacta chemicals do their magic. And she regains, 6 hit points. So she's back to full health because she only has 6 hit points. So her body, her physiology seems perfectly adapted to these healing agents. So she, the wound closes itself, and the bleeding stops, and these microbacteria, Bacta things, they do their thing and heal her injuries. But all right, so she's at full hit points, but she's still, like, for cinematic purposes, still weak. But yeah, she raises, and I put on my blaster and I assist her. So I offer her my hand, and she gets up, and she sees the dead Trandoshan, and there's this cut off hand here, and this Captain Gant is gone. All right, and damn. Well, we started strong. I look at the dead Rhodian, but then the tide somehow turned. This guy was tougher than expected. The stun bolts, they didn't bother him at all. Sadly, I had to kill him. Okay. And Gant, well, I'm sorry, but he got away. Damn. All right. But maybe the dead bodies talk. Maybe they got something that might give us a clue. An address, com code, whatever. Yeah, let's check it out. All right, so we check out the bodies, and this is where I will leave it. And because this was sort of like a half victory, usually in an action scene you get 1 victory point, and if you win the scene, you get another victory point. So I'm counting this not as a loss, so we didn't lose the scene, because I wasn't even supposed to capture Gant because of this victory point structure, but I will get a victory point, but not an additional one. So this is sort of like a half win. So victory points, now we are at 5 at the end of the scene. Now I have to roll because that was an action scene, and at the end of action or investigation scenes I have to roll if the enemy gains 1. 8, no, I don't need to count, I haven't been, so the enemy does not get 1, so the enemy is still at 1 victory point, and we are at 0 clues at the moment because we used this clue to initiate this action scene. So I'm counting this as a half win. Yeah, all right. So, and we will inspect the dead bodies to see if we can learn anything from the stuff they carry. And this is it for today. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel and share the video and like the video and do all those nice little YouTube things. Next video then again will be the continuation of my Tiny D6 Keep on the Shadowfell adventure, and I got something else planned, sort of like as a special, which is not instead, but in addition to my current things, but that'll be a surprise. I hope I get this out tomorrow, and yeah, you will see. So yeah, that's it for today. Have a wonderful remaining Sunday afternoon, and yeah, get some dice out, do some gaming, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.